This is the story about a couple that would hang together most weekends, and they would be around town chilling with the crowds of people. Now, everybody knew this couple and knew that they would get in arguments all the time. So they was used to this and just wouldn't pay them any attention. And the people just went on with their day. And to let it be known, this guy was a drug dealer, and he was well known. Most people knew where he lived, about 5 miles out of town, in a double-wide trailer that he loved to keep cold as ice. And this was day and night, night and day, just like an ice box, like you was in a freezer. Now, back to the couple. Their arguments had got intense this time around. They were going at it constantly. Then it got real. She yelled out that she was going to tell the police that he was selling drugs. And they were sitting in the car all the while this was going on. Everybody was just walking by them. They still was talking bad to each other. Then all of a sudden, they left town. He took her straight to the house. And she had been drinking and some more. So when they got inside, he slapped her. And her being smaller than he was, plus being drunk, she couldn't fight him off her. She could not escape him. Plus he had locked the doors. He hit her again and she fell to the floor. And then she got up and ran toward the kitchen and he caught her. Then he backhanded her and she fell forward, her head hitting the kitchen counter. And she passed out face down. He was still talking shit to her, saying things like she won't be telling anything to anybody for a while after he get through with her. Then he told her to get her ass up, but she didn't move. He said, I'm not going to tell you anymore. And he was just looking at her, waiting on her to get up, but she didn't move, not a muscle, not a hair. Now he knew something was wrong, so she laid there until midnight with no kind of movement. Now, he really knew something was wrong and that she was dead. So he picks up her body and puts it on the couch. Now, the couch was the first thing you'll see when you walk through his door. And she just lay there like she was asleep, not moving an inch. Now, for some background, it was very, very hot that spring and summer, with temps up to 101. It was unbearable heat. Now, Friday morning came around, and the body just lay there in the same spot, in the same position. And he went on making his money without a care in the world. People coming and going, but he wouldn't let them stay too long. He would serve them while they stand there looking at her body lay there. This went on all night like this. And Saturday morning came and nothing still hadn't changed. She still lay there in the same position. All that day and night, he was still making his money. Sunday morning came and the body was still in the same spot. Now he could tell that people was wondering what was going on, or why she hadn't got up or moved, or why she hadn't had any covers on her at all this time. So he let her lay there for the rest of that Sunday. And on Monday morning, the body was gone, but where? He just kept on doing what he was doing. Then her mother came by that Monday morning and asked him where she was. And he said he didn't know because she left walking and that was the last he seen of her. Now days went by and she still hadn't showed up. And the air around his house was getting pretty foul. And days was getting hotter and hotter. And when you came by his house after a couple more days, the air was horrible, like something you never smelled before. It was terrible when approaching his place. It was so bad that the smell would burn your eyes. Then come to find out this man had threw the body right out the back door, just like a bag of trash. And that was the source of the smell for the last 2 weeks. Her body had rotted in the sun, and birds had ate her eyes out, and her flesh had all kinds of holes in it. Bugs was going in and out of her eye sockets. This was very sad. This damn fool just threw her body to the bottom of his back steps. You could see her body right out the back door. All you would have to do is just look down to the bottom of the steps. And he just didn't care. But God always had a plan for people like him. He went to jail for 5 years, then got out, then his health failed him. Now his ass in the old folks' home till the day he died. Thank you.